Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Frank Crane Arena for Game 1 of Day 5 here at the 2018 President's Cup as we start the second half of this tournament, working towards the crossovers on Saturday and Sunday. My name's Teddy Jenner. Thanks for tuning in. If you're up early with us here on the West Coast and want to get a hold of me while the game's going on Twitter, at Off the Crossbars, where you can find me. First game of the morning. The 0-5 Saskatoon Brewers taking on the 4-0 Caughnawaga Indians. Caughnawaga knocking off St. Albert yesterday, one of the marquee matchups of the day 4. Scratches for Saskatoon: Tom Newton, Brighton Thornton, Regan Harding, Hugh Weir, Logan Fisher, Anthony Hallberg, Adam Saunders. Starting in the goal, Hunter Wongset. Chris Ptolemy, one of the Brewers' backup goaltenders, is going to play a little off or out the front door today for the Brewers. Here come the Indians. They turn it over. Scratches for Caughnawaga: Joe Hall, Adam Bomberry, Kyle Oakes, Brandon Francis, Dion Winicio, and starting in goal, Trey Adams, as Brandon Miller will get the morning off. Caughnawaga has to play twice today, so they're resting some bodies, getting ready for the duration of Day 5. Little sloppy to start by both teams, but here comes the Indians. And that's Orrin Horn. Found out that Orrin Horn and I are graduates of the same college, Mercyhurst University / college alumni. He and I had a quick little chat earlier this morning. Inside feed to Charlie Goodleaf, a.k.a. Charlie Bear. He couldn't find it, and here come the Brewers running the other way. Sokolowski quickly up ahead. Leach, shot, great save, Trey Adams. And then one more from Leach behind the net. Late man, Toporowski. He can't handle the ball. Watched there by Vaughn Harris, and Vaughn Harris just sidesteps his man. Up ahead, Brett Bucktooth. And Bucktooth will roll away. Double team. Watched there by Malkowski. Tried to bring it back to Garrett Cree. And instead, it'll go all the way down to Trey Adams. One lone drummer in the stands for Caughnawaga. And one drum is enough to inspire this team. Outside shot from Bucktooth. Missed on the short side. Going to bounce all the way down the floor. Teams will change, and Adams will just chuck it down the floor into the netting. And Loudon Chopchik is the goaltender. Hunter Wongstead is also scratched. As Chopchik will wear 33 in blue. Cross floor feed over there to Lukash. He can't handle it. Trey Adams out to grab it. And he'll quickly go ahead to Orrin Horn. Horn will leave it there for Sky Sunday, as the Indians wear gray with orange and black trim. Brewers blue with yellow and white. Low shot turned aside there by Chopchik. Outside shot by Ty Thompson. Loose ball grabbed by Blaze Reardon. Sunday. Inside shot McNulty. Turned aside by Chopchik. Loose ball. And Sunday will give chase. Trey Adams will close the distance. New 30 here for the Indians. Reardon, McNulty, near side Harris, inside Sunday, bobbled it. Ptolemy trying to find that loose ball, and it's grabbed there by Reardon. Thompson, shot, saved Chopchik, and he'll get a whistle. And up the floor comes Matt Saunders. He was a questionable start here today, but it looks like he's going to be A-OK to go first thing in the morning. Here's Drew Dzadik. Across the floor, Cam Simpson, an Onondaga Reservation native. Inside feed to Simpson, doesn't connect. Loose ball grabbed there by Zoza Regis, and he'll loop back into his zone. Reardon. Jacob Rouet has been a passing dynamo here in this tournament. Rouet. Harris, Reardon, shot goes wide. Goodleaf couldn't find that rebound. Ball going to go all the way down to Trey Adams, and he's just going to have to find this one and chuck it down the floor. And so the Brewers will take over with Levi Dzadik. Dzadik, overhead check there from Bucktooth, and a healthy chop from Bucktooth right to the mid-section of Brandon Murphy. And let me tell you, that stings. So we'll get our first power play of the game. And it'll go to Saskatoon. Murphy will set it up. Out there with Simpson in the corner. I believe that's Lukash. Drew Dzadik and Steven Toporowski near side. Dzadik, Murphy. He drags, gives it off to Simpson. Down low, Lukash. Up top, Murphy. Can't find it. Ornhorn giving chase. Couple chops. Simpson. Toporowski, short side, missed. And he'll find it out the back of his net. Try to find an outlet. And he'll go towards the bench as an airmail Von Harris. And the power play for the Brewers will take back over with Lukash. Dzadik. Minute 15 remaining on the penalty to Brett Bucktooth. Drew Dzadik. Shot, that one just goes wide. Hit the back of referee Cam Como. Battling in the corner is Jamie McComber. He's wearing Adam Bomberry's number 71. No, check that, 61. And now up ahead, Blaze Reardon all alone. Reardon, pump fake, shot off the post, off the back, and stayed out. Great save there from Loudon Chopchick. As Blaze Reardon went in untouched all the way from his own bench. As the Brewers slow to change there with the power play. Toporowski. Cam Simpson. Toporowski. Backhand flip. Shot Saunders. Save Adams. Loose ball. Picked up there by the Indians, and they're going to run. And I believe that's Greg Riley, 86. He'll float it to center. Ty Thompson. Thompson loops back, gives it off to Von Harris. 10 seconds on the penalty to Bucktooth. I gotta say, the more I watch Von Harris, the more I am impressed with his skill. Always been a fan of his. Just a compact player with a heavy shot and very shifty with possession. And he's been stellar here in this tournament for the Indians. Toporowski picks up that loose ball. Quickly head to John Ron. One-on-one with his check. Ron trying to get inside. A nice stick check there by Zach Hops. And Ron will get called for a crease. Quickly up ahead, Bucktooth. And they'll say that they went too quick, and Hops will have to start it back in his crease. Here's Harris. Sky Sunday. McNulty. Into the corner. Bucktooth. Shot, try to go far corner. Nice save there, Chopchick. Back to Bucktooth. Pump fake. Shot off the junction. And it'll go all the way down to Trey Adams. So early and constant pressure here from Caughnawaga on Saskatoon. But so far, Loudon Chopchick has been stellar. Here's Von Harris. Gets a pick from Bucktooth. Bucktooth swings at McNulty. Inside Harris. Shot. Hit a body. Up out of play. And it'll stay here. McNulty. Inside. Shot. Scores! Fantastic finish inside. And we'll see who they give that one. I think that's Hank DeLille, and we're going to get a delayed penalty afterwards for a late hit. And that's going to go to Chris Ptolemy. So on the board first, Caughnawaga with a goal from DeLille. Give an assist to Jeff McNulty. And it's 1-0. And since the penalty was after the goal had gone in, the Indians will start with possession right away. Harris, Bucktooth, Reardon. Oh, Bucktooth tried to catch the goalie nap and rang it off the post. And here come the Brewers. Sokolowski will skip it far side. Darcy Leach. Into the corner, Sean Volk. Volk. They give an extra assist to Drew Bucktooth. And here is the aforementioned Bucktooth. Harris. Rouet. Down low. Reardon one-timer scores. And man, is he been almost unstoppable down on that low crease. And Bucktooth gets a power play goal. Give an assist to Rouet. Sorry, that was Blaze Reardon with the goal. He puts it in the back of the net. And it's 2-0 with 12 minutes to go here in the opening period of day 5. Face-off dot we go. Battling for it is the Indians. They're going to come away with it. And here comes Caughnawaga. Thompson. Near side Sky Sunday. Vaughn Harris. He'll get a high pick there from Sunday. Roll back near side. Dips underneath. Gives it off to Sunday. Trying to find room to get a shot off. Vaughn Harris is open underneath. Sunday still carries. Down low to Ornhorn. Got to get a shot off, and they won't. It'll be a 30 violation on the Indians. And here comes Toporowski the other way. Toporowski. Murphy. Far side, all alone. Darcy Leach. Toporowski. He gets a pick, shoot through a screen. Oh, and Trey Adams got a piece. Bounces to center. Tough bounce there for the Indians, and it goes right back to Toporowski. That ball hopped over right over Jamie McComer's stick. And so possession will stay here with the Brewers. Adams, inside feed, Toporowski. Couldn't find it, loose ball. Grabbed there by Casey Swamp. Shot, that one goes wide. As the big man ran the floor and just couldn't put it in. And now 3-on-2 the other way for Saskatoon. Malkowski, near side Ron. Ron tried to dunk it, saved Trey Adams. And got a man ahead of him. All the way up the floor is Shane Francis. Francis runs away from Sean Volk, flips it up top. Charlie Bear, a.k.a. Charlie Goodleaf, Reardon. Rolls away, takes a shot. Nice save there by Chopchik. And battling for that loose ball is Hank DeLille. He can't find it. All the way up the floor is Levi Dzadik. Levi to Drew Dzadik. And here come the Brewers in the offensive zone, trailing 2-0. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first. Cross floor feed, shot on target by Lukash. Ball will bounce free, grabbed there by the Indians, and they'll run the other way. No numbers. So they'll slow it up, float it near side. Garrett Crete. That pass goes awry. Again, these 8 a.m. games are usually a little sloppy. Takes the boys a little while to wake up and get their wits about them. Now here's Murphy. Takes a bump, falls to the ground, loses possession, ball free. And then a good chop there. It'll eventually be picked up by Hops. Up the floor comes Ty Thompson. Thompson gets underneath the check of Malkowski, runs to space. We'll flip it to Vaughn Harris. Harris thought about a shot, won't take it. Backpedaling, watched there by Matt Saunders. Vaughn Harris, 8 on the shot clock. Good defense there by Saunders. Harris, diagonal feed, one-timer. That one never made. Well, they're going to give him a reset. Nope, and the officials will count it down. And loose ball grabbed there by Malkowski. Shot clock was reset, but official Lee Breen was counting it down. Shane Young will go back into his own zone, leave it there for Toporowski, give it off to Drew Dzadik. Dzadik Trying to find someone to pass to. Nobody quite open yet. Inside feed. Shot. Save Adams. That came off the stick of Darcy Leach. Sorry, that was 16-Day Young. And now Bucktooth to Rouet. Rouet gets a pick there from Goodleaf. Skips it far side. Reardon. Rouet back to Reardon. He sidesteps the check of Leach. Diagonal feed. And Goodleaf scores. The big man they called Charlie Bear takes the feed from Reardon, and it's 3-0 Caughnawaga. $7:49 remaining here in regulation. Great feed from Reardon. I'll give an extra assist to Jacob Rouet. Into the face-off dot we go. Tornado and Crete. And now near side, Horn. He gives it off to Vaughn Harris. Rouet, they play 1-2. Rouet, tuck and swim. Backhand flip, Rouet. Rouet carries high. Vaughn Harris sets a seal. Rouet, diagonal feed. Thompson. 7 on the shot clock. Ty Thompson. Got to find somebody. Thompson steps inside, takes a shot, never connected. And that'll be a 30 violation on Caughnawaga. Here comes Drew Dzadak. Dzadak off to Murphy. Cam Simpson. Toporowski gets a pick from Dzadak. Toporowski. They give the secondary assist to Ty Thompson. Toporowski shot save there. And then a big hit from Casey Swamp on Toporowski. Here's Brett Bucktooth. Gives it off to Sky Sunday. Makes his way down the near side. Sunday. Shot, shoulder save, Chopchik. Sunday gets his own rebound, new 30. Chopchik inside, Goodleaf, far side, save there by Chopchik, and they'll call Goodleaf for going through the crease. Here comes Matt Saunders. He'll carry it up the floor. Watched there by Jose Regis. Over to Simpson, couldn't handle it. Grabbed off the boards by Lukash. Dzadak gets a pick. Flips it back, John Ron. Inside feed, shot, scores! Ben Lukash gets the Brewers on the board as he goes back short side on Trey Adams. And it's 3-1 with 6 minutes to go here in the first. Great motion and great ball movement there by the Brewers. Couple ball swings, good off-ball pick and an off-ball cut. Saw Ben Lukash get open, and he brought it back short side on Adams. And off the ensuing draw, loose ball. Body's battling, going to be grabbed there by Reardon. Quickly flips it to Vaughn Harris. Harris battling there with Ron. He loses possession. And then Ron just flips it in the corner to Blaze Reardon, who's on the other team. Reardon, Vaughn Harris. Watched there by John Ron. Gives it off to Ty Thompson. He'll skip it over to Reardon. 20 on the shot clock. Reardon, Thompson, doesn't connect. Loose ball. John Ron battling for it with Vaughn Harris. And it'll be picked up there by the Brewers. Here comes Toporowski. Slowly in an offensive zone. Watched by Brett Bucktooth. They're going to say it's Malkowski from Ron. I was pretty sure it was Lukash from Toporowski, but it's early. My eyes may be deceiving me. 30-second shot clock violation on the Brewers, and here comes Brett Bucktooth. It's been great catching up with Brett Bucktooth and Jacob Rouet and Josh Sullivan and all the guys that I've played with, played against over the years. Outside shot there by Rouet, just missed. And it'll go out of play, so the Brewers will take it with 4.5 to go. Malkowski all the way up to Sokolowski. Flips it there to John Ron. No numbers here for the Brewers. They're slow to get off the floor and off the bench onto the floor. Here's Ron. Cam Simpson. 10 on the shot clock. Lukash. Dzadik. Inside feed. Shot save. Trey Adams. Loose ball. Regis. Horn. And he'll leave it here for Sky Sunday. Horn will go right to the middle of the floor. Sunday. Francis. Vaughn Harris. Gets a pick from Sunday. Harris to Sunday. Tiptoes. Far side, short side. What a finish from Sky Sunday. And those hands are majestic. What a finish from Sky Sunday on a wonderful little dump feed from Vaughn Harris. And the Indians get that goal back. It's 4-1, 3-goal lead, 3:42 remaining here in the first, as the Indians and Brewers battle in Game 1 of Day 5. Leach gives chase, takes a big hit. We're going to get a penalty on Garrett Cree, and he knew it right away. And so it'll be their second power play for the Brewers. 5-minute boarding major. And so an excellent opportunity here for the Brewers to get back into it. And so official Cam Como will start us off at center with Steven Toporowski. Toporowski, Dzadik, Cam Simpson into the corner, Lukash. Simpson, Toporowski. Simpson doesn't connect, loose ball, bounces off the glass right to Casey Swamp. And Swamp will throw a long bomb down the floor just out of the reach of Hank DeLille. And here comes the power play the other way. Dzadik fake the flip. Toporowski works in, shoulder save Adams. Toporowski gets his own rebound, fire save Adams again. And never crossed the line. As Adams fell right on top of it, as all smart goaltenders will tend to do when they don't know where the ball is. So here come the Indians trying to kill off some time on the major to Ty Thompson. Horn. Bangs it into the corner. Thompson, check that, the penalty was on 19, Garrett Cree. This is Ty Thompson. Watched there by Sokolowski and Volk. Backhand feed. Oh, one-time shot on target by Rouet. Nicely turned aside there by Loudon Chopchik. 3:33 remaining on the major. Young. We'll leave it there for Dzadik, top center. Cam Simpson. Drew Dzadik. Simpson, here comes some movement from the Brewers. Shot Simpson, save Adams, loose ball. Oh, that was close to the goal line. And you can just see some of the gassed faces behind the net as that one came very close to the goal line. Here's Zach Hops. Into the corner, McNulty. Minute and a half remaining in the period. McNulty, swim move, trying to get to the middle of the floor. We'll go far side to his teammate, DeLille. Oh, there's two drums in the stands now. They're multiplying. And then a nice strip check there by Dzadik. And then the pass to Saunders doesn't connect. And Harris going to have to give chase in his own zone. Got Matt Saunders all over him. And Saunders comes up with it. Got Leach in the front of the net. Shoots and scores! It'll be a power play goal. One off the major. And Vaughn Harris slow to get up down there in the corner. Might have just slipped on a wet spot, but he's really favoring that right leg. And so hopefully Vaughn Harris is going to be okay. That's one off the major. And still 2:30 remaining on the power play. So we'll go back to the face-off dot. Casey Swamp will match up against Steven Toporowski. And a great opportunity for the Brewers to get one back here and get to within one before the period ends. Here's Murphy. Dzadek, final minute of play of regulation. Or sorry, the first period. Simpson. Dzadek. One more. Picked off. Shot to Dzadek wide. Loose ball. Grab Reardon. He's going to run on Simpson. Reardon with speed. Oh, a little stutter step hesitation. Reardon shoot. Great save. Loud and chop tick. Denying Reardon his second of the game. Here comes Murphy. Murphy. One more. Dzadek. Back to Lukash. Up top, Toporowski. He drags. Simpson. Lukash. Shot goes well wide. Kick him all the way down to Choptick with 8 on the shot clock. And he'll float it. And it goes up and out of play with 7.5 to go in the period. And looks like Caughnawaga doesn't need to go to the net. Sky Sunday will shoot one late, and that hit Toporowski in the back unexpectedly. And that's the way the first period will end. A well-played period from both teams. A little sloppy over the first 5 minutes, but once the boys got their legs underneath them, it was a nicely played first opening 20. Charlie DeLille got the Indians on the board first fairly early into the period. Blaze Reardon on the power play made it 2-0. Charlie Goodleaf made it 3-0, and then finally, Ben Lukash got the Brewers on the board, only to have Sky Sunday reply in quick return. But then on the power play off a turnover deep in the Indian zone, Darcy Leach gets the second for the Brewers, and that's the way the period will end. 4-2 Caughnawaga. My name's Teddy Jenner. This is Game 1 of Day 5 of the 2018 President's Cup from Nanaimo, BC, right here, only on LaxAllStars.
Welcome to Nanaimo, the gateway to Vancouver Island. Located on the rich waters of the Salish Sea, backdropped by thick, temperate rainforest with their rolling hills and the rugged mountains in the distance, Nanaimo was the first home to the local Nanaimo First Nations people. For centuries they lived here in connection with the land. And in many ways, this close tie to the wilderness of Vancouver Island resonates today. In the 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company set up a trading post in the region here in Nanaimo. Today, that trading post still stands with the HBC Bastion, standing guard over the waters of the harbor here in Nanaimo. For many decades afterwards, Nanaimo flourished as a coal mining town. Much of this early history is on display at the Nanaimo Museum. Today, Nanaimo is a bustling and modern urban center on the edge of natural wonder. Experience Nanaimo's supernatural wilderness and find yourself again.
Nanaimo allows me to do my passions through accessibility. Just the way that it's laid out, within 10 or 15 minutes, I can basically be from my house and doing something that I am truly passionate about. For me, it's about connection. I know a lot of people go to nature to disconnect from the world, but for me, it's about feeling like I'm part of something bigger. I feel it helps me connect to other people with similar interests and passions. Nanaimo has a little bit of something for everybody, and I think it does that little bit of everything really well. It's a place where you can discover passions that you didn't even know you had.
It gives you city life and gives you wilderness life all at the same time. It has both freshwater and saltwater with easy access. You don't have to travel more than 10 to 15 minutes to be on a body of water, no matter where you live. You can either be out on the ocean fishing in 15, 20 minutes, or you can be on Long Lake like we are today, enjoying some trout and bass fishing.
With diving around this area, Nanaimo or British Columbia in general, it's actually rated in the top in the world. Part of the reason that we have so much life here is the colder water with lots of nutrients in the water. One of our very popular activities we do is snorkeling with seals, and certain times of year when we get the sea lions coming by us, 2,000-pound sea lion coming right up to you a few inches away from you, just amazing. You think you're swimming along great in the water and this thing comes and does a somersault in front of you and just takes off. And you realize how small in the ocean you actually are.
The best part about owning a tour company is getting to show everyone the reasons why we live here in Nanaimo. I love the culture and natural wonders here in Nanaimo, and I love being able to see it for the first time every day through the eyes of our guests. Yeah, Nanaimo really is in the center of everything.
I'm really passionate about regenerative agriculture because that's what farming is all about. Some of the most exciting things for me in Nanaimo are the harvest. When there's all this abundance and we're able to take our food and set it out into the community. And when we go out for dinner sometimes, we get to see our food being served to us and served to our community, and there's a lot of excitement around that. At the markets we sell at in Nanaimo, there are over 200 vendors who participate, and you can do your full spectrum of shopping at these markets. And so you're invited to come to the market.
Currently, right now, we're concentrated on sourcing all our ingredients from mid-Vancouver Island. We like to utilize what we can get from local farmers. Breweries, wineries, and distilleries in Nanaimo have really exploded in the last few years. We've got a couple great wineries. Just down the road from us at the Longwood, we've got a distillery that makes some world-class gin, vodka, and even absinthe, which is pretty rare these days. We've got 3 breweries in town, 1 brew pub. You can really occupy a lot of your time traveling from one drink establishment to another. We've got pretty much everything here.
Well, we're sitting here at Piper's Lagoon, which is one of these little hidden gems that a lot of people don't know about, but I'm commonly often known as the Big Cheese, and I coined the name the Big Cheese not long after I started the store. There's a pretty good variety of establishments in Nanaimo now. There's some really excellent places to eat now in Nanaimo which are doing quite nicely. We have shopping, we have all the well-known brands, but we also have a cute little downtown area with lots of independent businesses. Well, I think the location makes it very special. The abundance of parks and activities and outdoor fresh air things, and everyone who moves here from somewhere else comments on how welcoming the people are. And I think that's one thing that makes Nanaimo very special, is the welcoming and the amount of stuff there is to do.
With its dramatic and diverse landscapes, including forests like this, Nanaimo offers so much. Impressive coastlines? Yeah, we got that. Rolling hills? Rugged mountains? Yeah, we got that too.
I'm more of a country mouse than a city mouse, and Nanaimo, the city, has enough of what I need, but just the natural beauty of it. I can feel it in the pores of my skin. I can feel it in my lungs when I breathe the air. It's just something, when I get out here and I just see trees and blue skies, it makes me happy. Yeah, my big thing every year is to go down to Nanaimo River and jump in, because the river feels like it's a healer. That beautiful fresh water and the trees around it, it cures whatever ails you, and there's nothing like it to me in the world. I've really been encouraged, especially in the last 10 years or so, that Nanaimo is recognizing the art scene a lot more and celebrating that, and there's some fantastic festivals that happen every year, and I've been lucky to be involved in a lot of those because I do live here.
Some of my passions are getting out to nature, so going for hikes to places like Ammonite Falls or Neck Point. We have one of the first wineries on Vancouver Island. We have one of the oldest brew pubs. We have a bunch of craft distilleries. I like to use Nanaimo as a base for my expeditions because it has a little something for everyone. If people want to stay in a hostel, they can. If they want to stay in a nice 4-star hotel, they can. And most people love the different variety of accommodations we have.
What surprises visitors in Nanaimo is the abundance of wildlife and the immense natural beauty. I like to go explore all the different islands because they have trails and glorious forests to see, but they all have these little bays and secret little gems. And so if you're into exploring, you get a lot out of it. My absolute favorite place in Nanaimo is Newcastle Island, or as the Nanaimo First Nations call it, Saskatoon.
Back inside Frank Crane Arena. Getting you set for second period action here between the Brewers and Indians. Caughnawaga up 4-2 over Saskatoon, who still have a minute 22 on a power play, as Garrett Cree still has time to serve on his boarding major. As we play Day 5 here in the President's Cup. As one of the LaxAllStar guys was just mentioning, that it's all downhill from here. As we've crossed the halfway mark. And I believe this is the last day of a 5-game day. As this will be also the last day that a team will play twice in one day. As we move towards the Saturday crossovers. And we still got some games to play before we hit that mark. And it is. Today's the last day of 5 games. Tomorrow, just 4 on the docket. And then 4 the rest of the way. So here we go. On the power play, the Brewers. Dzadik gives it off to Cam Simpson. Murphy gets a pick from Dzadik. Rolls back far side. Murphy. Shot save. Trey Adams. And he'll leave it there for Casey Swamp. Swamp. Zoza Regis. Got to get over the timeline. Splits past Volk. And then gives it into the corner. Orrin Horn. Horn, McNulty, far side Rouet. 20 on the major left to kill. McNulty, Rouet, and he'll just hold it there and let the final seconds tick away. Diagonal feed from Rouet as they tried to catch the Brewers napping. Didn't quite connect with McNulty. Garrett Cree out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. So 1 power play goal for each team here. And now the Brewers get possession, and they're going to run with Sean Volk. Volk across center. Gives it off near side. Dane Young. Toporowski bobbled it, picks it right back up. Goes far side, John Ron. Young. Toporowski. Grabbed there by Zoza Regis, and he can't find the hot potato. Regis still fighting it. And it'll be a shot clock violation anyway. But Regis will pull it back, give it off to Brett Bucktooth. Near side, Thompson. Into the corner, Zach Hops. Hops inside. Thompson, low-to-low shot, saved there by Chopchik. Now Toporowski will slowly carry it to center, looking for help off the bench. And has it in Drew Dzadak far side. On comes Lukash. Dzadak shoots it. That one goes wide off the top of the glass. Loose ball grabbed by Horn. He runs right through his man. Horn on a breakaway. Horn, shot. Great save, Loudon Chopchik to deny Horn on a breakaway. Great right arm save by the Brewers goaltender. And keeps it a 2-goal game, 4-2. Here's Reardon. McNulty. Sorry, that was DeLille. Now Rouet gets a pick from Sunday. Backhand flip, Sky Sunday. Far side, short side. Almost a carbon copy of his first. It's 5-2 Caughnawaga. What a little backhand flip from Rouet, but an even nicer finish from Sky Sunday, who took that feat, took a couple strides, and goes far side, short side. And it's 5-2. And so to the face-off dot we'll go once we get a quick floor wipe. Want to update everybody just on some standing issues. If you're looking at the Point Streak site, you will notice there is indeed an OTL column. And so that is helping out the Capital Region Axemen as they sit at 1-3-0-1, and that overtime loss to Onondaga actually has them ahead of the Red Hawks and puts them in the 6th spot in the standings, right behind the Ladner Pioneers. And there was some confusion as what to do with that overtime loss point, if there was an actual thing, but according to the CLA convener, backhand shot, delayed penalty coming up here on the Brewers. But according to the CLA convener, that's how it was set up, and that's how the tournament's going to be run. And a couple years ago, there indeed was an overtime loss point awarded in the tournament, so the precedent was set. And therefore, if you lose in overtime, you'll get a point. So a holding call here to the Brewers, as the Indians will go to the power play for the second time. Here's Reardon. Thompson, Bucktooth, Thompson, shot, kick, save, Chopchik, loose ball. Thompson. Reardon shot, kicked aside by Chopchik, as Reardon tried that one-timer on the crease again. Oh, and then Trey Adams missed it. Gets a couple laughs from his own bench and his head coach, Dirt McComber. Now here's Bucktooth. Just directing traffic. Bucktooth, backhand feed. Goodleaf scores! What a nice feed from Bucktooth inside to Goodleaf. And Charlie Bear has his second. Another power play goal for the Indians. And it's 5-2. And you could just see Brett Bucktooth just kind of pointing, putting guys in the right position. And then Charlie Goodleaf just slipped right into the middle. Not hard to miss the big fella. And then he took the slick backhand feed and put it past Chopchik. Here come the Brewers. Dzadak couldn't handle the pass. Trey Adams grabs it out of midair. And we'll get off to Orn Horn. I was already a fan of Orn Horn's game. And then once I realized he was a Mercyhurst alum, he quickly went up the ranks. Shot there by McNulty went wide. Loose ball. Giving chase is Sky Sunday. 10 on the shot clock. Sunday runs past his check. Inside feed. Reardon. Shot saved. Chopchick. Reardon and Bucktooth get assists on good Leafs goal. Here's Rouet. Down low, Ornhorn. Backside look. One-time shot by Sunday goes wide. And it was going to be a crease call anyway. Here comes Sokolowski. Up to Toporowski. He tries to tuck it past his check. And now in the far corner, Matt Saunders being worked over there by Paul Ward. Saunders' shot goes wide, loose ball. Grabbed by Malkowski. Young, Murphy, trying to work his way in to get a shot off. Murphy will shoot. That one goes just wide. And loose ball will be picked up and going the other way is Caughnawaga. Here's Blaze Reardon. Gives it off Ty Thompson all alone. He'll shoot and score. Ty Thompson about 4 feet on top of the dotted line. Nobody picked him up. And he just stops, pulls up, and fires. That's 3 straight to start the period here for Caughnawaga. And it's 7-2. So we'll go back to the face-off dot. As Cree gathers, we'll go up against Jordan Tornado. And it'll be a procedure call on the Brewers. And here comes Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth inside, Ornhorn, shot just goes wide. Ball bounces off the glass. Drew Dzadik uses the long reach and grabs it on a run. Doesn't have numbers, but his speed will take him to the front of the net. Nice save there by Trey Adams. DeLille gives it off to Sky Sunday. He'll carry it up the floor. Little fake with Ty Thompson. Thompson has it. Goalie for a half a second didn't know where it was. The defense doesn't. McNulty dip and dunk. Reardon saved by Chopchick. Good job by Loudon Chopchick just to follow that quick ball movement. Now here's Levi Dzadik. Dzadik. Saunders can't shoot it. Now will save Trey Adams. Loose ball picked up ahead. Now here comes Zoza Regis. Rouet all alone. Jake Rouet tried to go twister. 5-hole save. Chopchick. And Rouet frustrated. Gives a little late shot. Now that pass is knocked down. And then up ahead is Ornhorn. He couldn't find it. Now he will. And Ornhorn will run back into his own zone and find some help off the bench, then throws it away, trying to give it off to Bucktooth. Now here's Brandon Murphy. Murphy will carry it in the offensive zone. Fake the flip, still has it, into the corner, Drew Dzadik. Dzadik, pump fake, shot, trying to go short side. We got a delayed penalty coming up. And it's going to be an illegal cross-check call here to Garrett Cree. So another opportunity on the power play for Saskatoon as they try to stop this mini 3-goal run of Caughnawaga and start to chip away at this lead. Dzadik top center. Simpson, Dzadik, Murphy, shot scores. Just that quick, took 8 seconds. And Saskatoon gets their second power play goal. This one off the stick of Murphy. And all of 8 seconds. So Toporowski will take the draw against Garrett Cree, who's fresh out of the box. And so Cree will battle. Who are they going to call? Procedure on Saskatoon. Caughnawaga ball. Far side, Bucktooth. 12 minutes to go here in the second. First of 5 games today on a Thursday here in Nanaimo, BC from Frank Crane Arena. My name's Teddy Jenner at Off the Crossbar on Twitter. Inside feed Thompson doesn't connect. You're watching live from Nanaimo, BC right here on LaxAllStars. Bucktooth, Sunday, shot, sails wide. And Bucktooth can't get that shot off, so he'll just leave it there. Picked up there by Simpson. And he'll bring it near side to Leach. Darcy Leach, watched there by Zoza Regis. Simpson, Dzadik. Malkowski. Leach takes a chop. Now a nice overhead check there by Casey Swamp. Well, check that 86. That's Greg Riley. And it'll be interference called on Saskatoon. Up ahead. DeLille plays 1-2 with Reardon. Off the bench is Sky Sunday. Sunday inside. Almost found Goodleaf, who's trying to get his hat trick. And Chopchick will pass it short to Sokolowski. Now Volk. He'll flip it to Young. Off the bench, Toporowski. He gets a pick. He'll shoot low to low. Save, and it goes in. Trey Adams had it, but the spin and the velocity from Steven Toporowski's shot got through and kicked over the goal line. 3-goal game. It's 7-4. So 3 goals to start the period for Caughnawaga. Saskatoon now has a pair of their own to match. And it's a 3-goal game. Casey Swamp wins that faceoff right behind him. Battling for that loose ball, Zach Hobbs. Taking a couple chops from Toporowski. And he'll find Rouet. Jacob Rouet will bounce it near side, Ornhorn. Back to Rouet. Into the corner, Sky Sunday. Sunday will shoot, never made it on target. Picked off by Christopher Ptolemy. And Ptolemy, usually a goaltender, going to play out. Here's Leach. Down low, shot on target by Lukash. Kicked aside by Trey Adams. Here's Greg Riley. Riley can't get a shot off. Good patience not to force it. Gives it off to Blaze Reardon. Now McNulty. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Caughnawaga. Sunday, 1-on-1 with Sokolowski. Sunday works in. Penalty coming up here to Sokolowski. A holding call, and Caughnawaga will head back to the power play. And so we've had 11 goals in this game. 4 of them have come on the power play. Caughnawaga 2 for 2. Saskatoon roughly 2 for 4. Thompson, Bucktooth, Sunday, McNulty, and Reardon. Here's Bucktooth. That one took a deflection off the glass, out of play. And he'll start in the far corner with Sunday. Bucktooth. Shot right on target. Bucktooth crashes that loose ball, causes the turnover. Sunday, one-timer, save, Chopchick, loose ball in the corner. It's grabbed there by Brett Bucktooth. Ty Thompson drags. Bucktooth, Sunday, McNulty, shot, tried to dunk it over the far shoulder and just missed. Loose ball, Reardon, Bucktooth shot, stick was deflected and goes into the netting. So it's going to be Saskatoon ball as Reardon gives an extra little cross check there to the arms of Sean Volk. He'll run it up. Tough pass there to Young. Loose ball grabbed and on a breakaway all alone. 1-on-1. Shot, scores, 5-hole. And I'd love to be able to tell you who that was, but I have no idea who 67 in gray is. And hopefully our PA announcer and official scores have 67 on their roster. But nonetheless, it's 8-4. That'll be an unassisted goal. And with 8:38 to go. Ball loose. Battling. And nicely picked up there by Shane Francis. Up ahead, Orrin Horn. 3-on-3. Horn backdoor cut. Riordan scores! John Ron got caught ball watching, and Blaze Riordan just went sprinting underneath, and that's a clinical finish from Riordan. If your defender's ball watching, cut off his back, take the feed, and go get yourself another goal. And are we going to get a goalie change? And Hunter Wongstead is putting his pads on. I'm not sure if they actually are going to make a goalie change here. Somebody's going to make their way into the net. I believe that's Tanner Fetch, who's wearing number 1. As Marcus Fisher chats it up with his goaltender, Loudon Choptick. Maybe they're just talking about doing a go-in, come-back. Tanner Fetch. I believe that's Tanner Fetch, because Wongstead was scratched according to Marcus Fisher, but whoever that is wearing Hunter Wongstead's jersey. So we'll just wait for some official announcements from our public address announcers. We go back to live action. Loose ball grabbed there by Hank DeLille. DeLille, Rouet, time and room, diagonal feed, one-timer, easy finish there from Ty Thompson, and that's 10, and back in the net will come Loudon Choptick. So, one shot, one goal against Tanner Fetch. Loudon Choptick back between the pipes. As Thompson took that feed from Rouet and put it into the wide open cage on a little bouncer. Tornado and Garrett Cree at the dot. Loose ball. Battling for it. Cree knocked it deep into the corner. It'll bounce to Choptick. And he'll go back into the corner. Levi to Zadek. Under 8 to go here. Near side, Lukash. Cam Simpson. Toporowski. Simpson. Shot. Save Trey Adams. So Jamie McComber is 67. And so refresh the 30. Saunders. Simpson dispossessed of the ball. Being worked over there. Simpson double teamed. Gets inside, takes a shot, never made it on target. Simpson couldn't touch it as he went through the crease. Hops has it. He'll float it up to Greg Riley. So 67 is Jamie McComber. I had him as 61, that's why I couldn't find him. Here's Brett Bucktooth. Inside feed Sunday, couldn't find it. Bounce shot, save, Choptick gets the rebound. Oh, glove save by Choptick. Of a nice backhand shot there by Greg Riley. Ptolemy takes a soft little bump there by McNulty. I guess looked like Jeff McNulty realized he probably wasn't going to win that battle bumping off the big Chris Batolmi, and then that pass is picked off. And then the pass to Orenhorn was behind him from McComber. Orenhorn. Orenhorn, inside feed, what a look. Off the crossbar, no. Looks like they'll call crease. DeLille got free inside, bounced at 5-hole off the crossbar, but crease violation was called, and John Ron throws that one into the stands. And here comes Caughnawaga. Ty Thompson. Been quite impressed with Ty Thompson here in this tournament. He's looked very effective working on that lefty side. And an interior feed to Thompson doesn't connect. Quickly up the floor come Saskatoon. Volk, 3-on-1. Volk on his wrong side, shoots. Oh, what a save there from Trey Adams. Volk was looking far low corner, and Adams got just enough to keep it out. Running the floor, McComber. Bounce it to Orenhorn. Horn pushes off to Zadok, gives it up to McNulty. Check that, DeLille. Rouet. Diagonal feed. Oh, kick save and a beauty. Oh, never touched him. I'm not sure how that wasn't saved and ended up in the netting off the stick of Blaze Reardon. Regardless, here come the Brewers. Simpson. Can't get a shot off. Gets a pick. Toporowski tucks it. Nice pick from Murphy. Toporowski with a shot. Save Trey Adams. Fresh 30 here for Toporowski. Gets a pick from Murphy. And then nicely picked off there by Casey Swamp. Swamp won't push the tempo. He'll slow it up. Get across center. Ty Thompson. Thompson gets a pick from McNulty. Doesn't shoot it. Gives to Rouet. He'll shoot right on target. Loose ball. Grabbed there by the Brewers. Zadok up ahead. Toporowski on a breakaway. Toporowski tried to go top corner. Just missed. And then that loose ball be grabbed by Hops. Quickly up ahead. Ty Thompson. Thompson flips it. McNulty. No. Zadok. And then he just throws it away. And I mentioned it yesterday while calling the Saskatoon game that just unforced errors has been their Achilles heel in this tournament. McNulty and Reardon play 1-2. Bucktooth, Sky Sunday, 3.5 in the second. Sunday, McNulty into the corner, Blaze Reardon. Inside, Sunday, shot, oh, and he missed. Reardon takes that one nicely. Down low feed, knocked down by Zadok. And then the shot right at the buzzer never makes its way on net. And here comes Saskatoon again. Volk will flip it there to Lukash. Now far side Murphy into the corner. Matt Saunders tries to get underneath, gets a pick there from Zadok. Saunders, shot, save, loose ball, battles. And what are we going to call? A handball on Saskatoon. And it'll be possession to Caughnawaga. Near side, Hank DeLille. He'll get up to Blaze Reardon. Back to DeLille. Sunday. Blaze Reardon. Backdoor look. Rouet, and he scores. Everybody thought they were going to post up Charlie Goodleaf, but Reardon skipped it over to Jacob Rouet. And you could see Blaze Reardon looking at Charlie Bear saying, hey, man, that pass was for you. Catch it. And Rouet says, I got it. I scored. Good enough. Rouet gets his first. It's 11-4 Caughnawaga. 2:33 remaining here in the second. Loose ball, bodies fighting for that loose ball. Swamp and Tornado. Loose ball flipped up into the air. And it's going to be Caughnawaga possession. Little Sean Volk over there in the stands finding that loose ball. Not the actual Sean Volk, but I believe that's his son wearing a little Sean Volk jersey. I'm sure his parents don't want him to go turn that ball in for a free bag of candy. Here's Malkowski. Far corner, Matt Saunders. Saunders tucks it underneath, gets a pick there from Toporowski. Toporowski, Malkowski, 10 on the shot clock. Trying to find somebody. Gets knocked to the ground by a heavy check from Paul Ward, and Malkowski definitely felt the wood stick on that one. And here comes Garrett Cree. Here comes Ty Thompson, 90 in the period. Thompson. Goodleaf couldn't handle it. Ball bouncing free. Choptick will reach out and grab it. Ahead to Christopher Ptolemy. Ptolemy. Lukash. Lukash will go bench side. John Ron down low into the corner. Brendan Murphy. Murphy. And we're going to get a moving screen called on Drew Dzadik. And now Dzadik is getting an unsportsmanlike penalty call for having some extra words with referee Lee Breen. So 2 minutes on the unsportsmanlike conduct call. So with 1:05 remaining here in the period, Caughnawaga with a chance to extend the lead to 8. Inside feed. Goodleaf shoots and scores. They wanted to get him the hat trick, and it took him all of 11 seconds. It's 12-4 as Charlie Bear gets his third. I can hear Brendan, the Caughnawaga radio announcer, down at the far end of our broadcast booth, and the line that he just used was, there are black bears in BC, but apparently there are Charlie Bears as well. A classic line. And it's 12-4. Quickly up the floor. Murphy shot save, Trey Adams. 40 seconds in the period. Lukash. Far side, shot by Ron. Hit a body. Stays in place. Saunders. Lukash, far corner, missed. Saunders fighting for it in the corner, gets it back. Takes a heavy chop. John Ron. 5 on the shot clock. Ron rolls away from Thompson, takes a shot. Hit Casey Swamp. Interference going to be called there on Shane Francis, and Saskatoon will call a timeout with 13.2 remaining in the period. And they'll try and get one more. Games coming up today at 11 o'clock. A huge game between Ladner and Oakville. Ladner sitting at 3-2. Oakville 3-1. And I mentioned yesterday during the broadcast that it looks like it's going to be St. Albert's and Caughnawaga will most likely finish 1-2. In some form and another. And then the battle for the 3 and 4 spots is most likely going to come down to Ladner, Oakville, and Nanaimo, as all 3 of those teams have 3 wins. And I believe Oakville has to play both Nanaimo and Ladner today. They do. They play Ladner at 11, Nanaimo at 8. So this could be a huge day for the upstart first-timers from Oakville in the Ontario League. They can win both those games, they pretty much solidify themselves a semifinal game. But if they lose both those games, it really could seal their fate. So 13.2 remaining. Murphy. Goaltender pulled, 6 on 5. Simpson works inside, shot. Took a deflection off Casey Swamp. And that's the way the period's going to end. 12-4 Caughnawaga. They had a 4-2 lead after one. They scored the first 3 goals of the period, only to have Saskatchewan score 2 right back to make it a 3-goal game at 7-4. But then the Indians would score 5 straight, including a hat-trick marker from Charlie Bear, and that's the way the period's going to end. 12-4 Caughnawaga over Saskatoon. My name's Teddy Jenner. You're listening to the 2018 President's Cup on LaxAllStars here from Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo, BC. Back inside Frank Crane Arena. Third period about to get underway here between the Saskatoon Brewers and the Caughnawaga Indians. 12-4 Caughnawaga leading it. They exploded for 8 goals in that period compared to just 2 to Saskatoon. And it's an 8-goal lead as we get you set for the third period. As Brandon Murphy comes over here just to have some words with the officials to get some clarification. Don't forget, coming up next at 11 a.m., Ladner versus Oakville in a huge playoff implication type game. To the dot, Casey Swamp, Jordan Tornado. Cam Coma will blow us in. Third period underway. Tornado wins it. Loose ball scooped aside there by Reardon, and then Rouet couldn't find it. Murphy will leave it there for Levi DeZadek. DeZadek skips it far side. Drew DeZadek with a backhander. That one missed, and then goes up and out of play. Again, Drew wears 55, Levi 99. They're the DeZadek brothers, and the Saunders brothers are Matt wearing 4 and Adam 88. Here's Ty Thompson. Thompson, inside feed, shot, save, chop chick. And the ball skips out the backside. Nice save there by Loudon Choptick. And Volk will run it up the floor. He'll give it off to Sokolowski. Sokolowski gets a pick there from Toporowski. And now Toporowski will take it on the flip. Gets a pick from Drew DeZadek. DeZadek couldn't find the pass. Now he does. 10 on the shot clock. Skip it far side. Shot Lukash. Save Trey Adams. And he'll find that loose ball. Giving it off to Brett Bucktooth. Now here's Sky Sunday. Sunday will float it up top. DeLille back to Sky Sunday. Gets a pick there from Charlie Bear. Sunday to Charlie Bear inside. He was looking for his 4th. And loose ball will be grabbed there by Loudon Choptick. He'll chuck it up the floor. Coming off the bench with a nice grab there is Shane Young. Is that one hooked in the stick of Choptick? Young, flip it off to Murphy. Down into the corner, John Ron. Near side, Levi DeZadek. Short side shot, kicked aside by Trey Adams. And it'll reset the 30. Keep it here with the Brewers. Young, Levi DeZadek. He'll shoot a short side bouncer. That missed. And a delayed penalty coming up here, a slashing call. And I believe that's big Casey Swamp who will make his way off the floor. So another power play opportunity here for the Brewers. They've got a couple with the man advantage. And so Drew DeZadek will set it up. Simpson, Toporowski. Drives in, gives it off to Drew DeZadek. Toporowski. DeZadek couldn't handle the pass. Loose ball grabbed there by Murphy. Inside, back to Murphy. Couldn't find it. Loose ball. Murphy gets it behind the net. Up top to Zadek. 10 on the shot clock. Cutter. And now Toporowski trying to find it. Got to put one on target. Murphy bobbled it. And that'll be a shot clock violation by the Brewers power play. And Garrett Cree will start with it behind the net. Cree. Oh, and he just throws it away. And Toporowski will battle for it. Checked there by Shane Francis. And now Toporowski will bring the power play out on the floor. Drew DeZadek. Toporowski. Simpson. Toporowski. Drew DeZadek. DeZadek. Simpson. Shot. Save Trey Adams. Loose ball. Picked up there right in the middle by Garrett Cree. He'll float it up ahead to Orrin Horn. Orrin Horn battling with Drew DeZadek, and then DeZadek wisely just wrists it over to Malkowski. And here come the Brewers again, and Malkowski almost throws it away. But Toporowski will find that loose ball. Toporowski. Backhand flip, John Ron. He'll shoot. Oh, that one just missed wide. Going to come all the way down here to Loudon Choptick. 7 on the shot clock, 25 on the penalty. Toporowski got to put one on target. He will. Easily saved there by Trey Adams. Thompson flips it bench side. And now here comes Zach Hops. Hops being pressured there by John Ron. We'll leave it for McNulty. And then McNulty doesn't try to jam it in to his teammate running through. Swamp is out of the box. We're back to 5 aside. 15:55 to go here in regulation. Sunday. DeLille flips it off to Reardon off a roll, and he scores. So Blaze Reardon gets the Indians on the board first here in the third. It's 13-4. And that's now a 6-goal run for Caughnawaga dating back to the second period. As Blaze Reardon continues to tear up the score sheets here in the President's Cup. And that one was just real simple for the big man. Former Albany University goaltender. Went viral with an incredible solo effort. Goalie goal, shot there by Casey Swamp, turned aside by Choptick. And those that remember Blaze Riordan's goal made the save, and we'll get a goalie equipment timeout. And Riordan, with his big goalie stick, slowly brought it up the floor, decided to run the floor. Nice spin dodge through a couple D guys, backhand fake, and then let a lefty rip go to the top corner and celebrated like it was the biggest goal in the world. But anytime a goaltender scores, it's always a good time. Blaze Reardon, one of those really nice guys in the lacrosse world. Most of them are really, really nice guys. Back to live action. Sunday gets a pick from Goodleaf. Sunday, down low. Thompson, stutter step, flips it off there to DeLille. DeLille, backhand feed Goodleaf. That one handcuffed him. And now Choptick will float up to center. Chris Sokolowski. Sokolowski will now come into the offensive zone. All the way over to Cam Simpson. And then that pass off the top of Sokolowski's stick. And out of play. And now here's Brett Bucktooth. Sky Sunday will slowly carry it into the zone. Give it to Bucktooth. Thompson, far corner, Reardon. Blaze Reardon around the horn. Bucktooth. McNulty back to Bucktooth, inside Reardon, pump fake, scores. There's another one for Blaze. 14-4. And for Blaze Reardon, 4th of the game. And he's got to be getting up towards 20 on the tournament. See if I can get you some sort of updated goal standing for Blaze Reardon. Well, he only had 7 coming into the game. Add 4, that makes simple math 11. But added that to the 19 assists that he has. And he's slowly climbing up the all-time point ranks here in this tournament. Well, not the all-time, but at least the current scoring charts. Outside shot, Cree gathers. Sorry, Garrett Cree. I'm getting some of my names mixed up between a lot of these teams. Garrett Cree. Here comes Drew Dzadik. Simpson couldn't find the pass. It's in Swamp's feet. He couldn't find it. Simpson picks it right back up. He'll shoot. Save. Rebound. Shot. Another save, Trey Adams, and it scoots out behind him. And Trey Adams has been outstanding here today. Bodies falling all over the floor in the corner. Simpson pushed into the crease. They'll call violation, and it will be Caughnawaga possession. Souza Regis. Man they call Charlie Bear, 34 in gray. Tucks it past Ptolemy. Shot just goes wide. Loose ball, grabbed by DeLille. Up top, Jacob Rouet. McNulty. Charlie Bear with a backhand flip just goes wide. Thompson got to put one on target. He does. Save. Chop tick. Loose ball kicked out the side. Loose ball grabbed there by Hank DeLille, and he says, let's just slow things up. Here's Rouet. Inside feed, and really every time he's out there, the Indians are trying to feed it to Charlie Bear in the middle. Thompson comes off a pick. Thompson, backhand shot. That one just went wide. Loose ball. It'll be grabbed there by Josh Murray. Josh Murray will take it across the line, leave it there for Steven Toporowski. Toporowski. Searching, finds Dzadik inside Murphy, doesn't connect, 10 on the shot clock. Lukash has it far corner. Diagonal feed Dzadik, ball with it, loose ball. Greg Riley will give chase, he'll find it. And then come near side. McComber, Bucktooth. Bucktooth. He'll bounce it there, Ty Thompson. Plays Reardon. Inside, Thompson. Low to low, kicked aside, chop tick, loose ball, grabbed there by the Brewers. Sean Volk scurries behind his own net. Doesn't really have anybody to pass it to. Finally comes near side, Sokolowski. Up the ladder, man ahead, and that one's over the head of Shane Young. Reardon lumbers across center. Reardon. And then Bucktooth finished it off on a nice feed there from DeLille. And Bucktooth gets his first of the contest. 15-4 in favor of Caughnawaga. And 11-10 remaining in the period. So Tornado and Crete will take the face-off. Caughnawaga again has a second game later today as they'll take on the Capital Region Axemen at 5. Saskatoon done for the day, but unfortunately they have to play the morning game today and tomorrow. And tomorrow's game is against Onondaga. So here's Sky Sunday. Nulty, Rouet, Thompson, Sunday, shot, save Chopchick, loose ball, grabbed there by the Brewers. Rusty Gate, now Sokolowski will take it off the near side boards. Sokolowski leaves it off there to Drew Dzadik. Dzadik watched there by Paul Ward, takes a couple chops. Toporowski tries to get underneath. Dzadik bailed on him, so Toporowski gets doubled, takes a couple chops from Paul Ward, and then another chop, and Toporowski will throw one on target late. And again, Trey Adams with another nice save. Let's give a shout out to all the families of these two teams watching back home in Saskatoon and out in Caughnawaga. Thanks for waking up early with us. Ty Thompson, Rouet, backside look from a tough angle, save there by Chopchuk as he denies a quick look, and then up ahead is Levi Dzadik. He can't run onto that one. And it'll fall to Trey Adams, and he'll quickly move it. Jacob Rouet under 9.5 in regulation. Indians cruising here in game 1 at A5. Up next, Ladner and Oakville. Another nice save on a one-timer from Blaze Reardon, who just loves to sneak backside and throw a quick one-timer. And that pass to Simpson doesn't connect, but he's able to get it off the end boards. Simpson has been a human highlight reel in this tournament. Sokolowski gets a pick. Up top, Ron. Simpson rolls. And then a nice trail check from Shane Francis as Simpson was trying to get in tight. Now here's Garrett Cree. Cree, Sky Sunday. Rolls off the check from John Ron. Splits inside. Sunday should kick, save, and a beauty from Loudon Choptick. But it goes all the way down to DeLille. They'll give it off Ty Thompson. The drums full of force here. Bucktooth, Sunday, shot, save, Choptick, loose ball. Going to be chased on there by Levi Dzadik. 3-on-1 here for the Brewers. Dzadik off the bench. Shot, score, short side, Lukash. By my account, that's his second. It's 15-5 as Saskatoon finally ends the 8-goal run of the Indians. 7:59 remaining here in the third. Lukash went short side on Trey Adams. And they'll call the Brewers for stepping into the face-off circle. Now here's Bucktooth. He'll flip it back up top. And give it to Lukash. Behind the net, Bucktooth. Drew Dzadik on a break. Chased down by Rouet. Dzadik. Rouet with a nice overhead check. To deny Drew Dzadik on the breakaway. Oh, and then a heavy chop to the back of Greg Riley. No call by the official. You heard the quote-unquote sarcastic nice slash from the Indians bench. Sunday. Into the corner, Bucktooth. Bucktooth, good leaf. They tried to feed him again in the middle. They gave a reset for some unknown reason. Great save there by Choptick on Charlie Bear. And then Ron finds that loose ball. Levi Dzadik up ahead to Darcy Leach. Leach gives it off. Matt Saunders. Sorry, that's Sokolowski. Sokolowski loses it. Loose ball grabbed there by Blaze Reardon. Reardon will leave it there for Ornhorn. Here's Hank DeLille. DeLille to Reardon. He'll get a pick there from McNulty. Swing it near side. Sky Sunday all alone here by himself, one-on-one. Watched there by Shane Simpson. Inside feed McNulty. Nice save, Choptick. And a long pass all the way down the floor. Right on target. Save there by Trey Adams. And then Reardon will find that loose ball. Give it off to Greg Riley, who will flip it to Sky Sunday. Under 6 to play. Sunday. Jacob Rouet. Good leaf. Check there from Darcy Leach. Up ahead. Levi Dzadik has a man coming off the bench. 2-on-1 if he wants it. Dzadik has a man with him. Shoots 5-hole. Save Trey Adams. As Leach was sitting there on the corner of the crease trying to get a one-time feed. And now here comes Zach Hops. Hops across center. Watched there by Dzadik. Gives it near side Sunday. Bucktooth. DeLille. Thompson. Pump fake. Shot. Knocked down by the stick of Levi Dzadik. Loose ball grabbed by Drew Dzadik. And here comes Sokolowski. Sokolowski faked the flip, pass knocked down by the stick of McComber. And now Sokolowski all the way in his own zone. Again, McComber knocks that ball down. He'll pick it up, go towards net, split the D, and then at his stick check, then Brett Bucktooth, the wily veteran, just knocks the stick of Toporowski so he can pick up that loose ball. Ornhorn will go bench side Reardon. Bucktooth all on his own here on the righty side. Maybe they'll set a little isolation. Outside shot, Reardon, loose ball. Grabbed there by McNulty. 4 minutes in regulation. McNulty, inside feed. Reardon, shot. Save there by Choptick as he denies Reardon in close. Here's Volk, quickly up the floor. That pass was behind Murphy. Has Reardon all the way down the floor. Trey Adams, Reardon on a one-hop. Reardon, shot, save there by Choptick. And then Volk finds that loose balls. Reardon was going to get called for running through the crease. And here comes Levi Dzadik. Toporowski. Toporowski gets a pick there from Levi Dzadik. And ball loose. Souza Regis knocks it deep. Cam Simpson finds it for the Brewers. And then he'll just lollipop one into the corner. And Shane Francis will grab it and come near side Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth will go for a change. Ty Thompson has it. He skips it into the corner, Ornhorn. Sky Sunday gives it off to Charlie Bear Goodleaf. Back to Sunday. Inside, Thompson, backhander goes just wide. Loose ball, grabbed there. Near side, Sunday, short side shot, just missed. Never went on target, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Here comes Chris Ptolemy. He gives it off to Darcy Leach. And he'll flip it to Brendan Murphy. Murphy, split dodge. Now comes back far side. Leach. John Ron. Dzadik. Watch there by McCumber. Dzadik flips it inside. Murphy passes behind him. Rebound grab there by Lukash. He couldn't put it on target as we're in the final 2 minutes of regulation. McCumber. He'll go all the way back in his own zone. Like that was Greg Riley. Little hidden ball trick. Reardon has it. And he'll flip it to Goodleaf. Goodleaf, watch there by Levi Dzadik. Goodleaf, split dodge, goes to the outside hand. Got to put one on target. And the big bear will just flip it into the corner. Long headman pass, Sokolowski. He'll slow it up. Watch there by Regis. Inside feed. Simpson couldn't find it. Ball will bounce right to John Ron. To Simpson. 10 on the shot clock. Young. He'll shoot. That one never makes it on target. Toporowski gives chase. Final minute of regulation. Shot clock violation on the Brewers. And Caughnawaga is on their way to a 5-0 record, while the Brewers will drop to 0-6. And they have one more game here in the round robin, and that's tomorrow morning versus Onondaga. As the Indians will just kill a 30-second shot clock here. And Ty Thompson will roll it into the corner, and that will pretty much do it. Final 30-second possession here for the Brewers. Toporowski. He wants to go to the net, one more opportunity. Toporowski, no quit in number 24 in blue. Toporowski, inside flip. Murphy knocked down by the stick of Ornhorn. And that will do it here for game one on day 5. Make the final 15-5 in favor of Caughnawaga. We'll get you our game MVPs and get you out of here and set for our second matchup of the day from Nanaimo, BC in the President's Cup. So the teams will shake hands at center. And we'll get the attendants to wipe the floor before the next game. Again, Ladner, Oakville, 11 a.m. right here on LaxAllStars. I'll have that game for you. And then Dan Marshall and Jake Elliott, who finally makes an appearance here in the Hub City, will take you throughout the afternoon and the evening. Again, my name's Teddy Jenner. Thanks for joining me as always. If you are on Twitter, find me at Off the Crossbar. And of course, our fine tournament hosts, the LaxAllStars, are at LaxAllStars. And so we'll get our game MVPs and we'll be on the way. Back in just over an hour. And we'll send it over to our public address announcer for game MVPs.
The epic cream of threads, MVP players of the game. For the Saskatoon Brewers, number 22, Ben Lukash.
Ben Lukash, your MVP for the Brewers. And that's a popular decision. And there's no doubt about who it's going to be for the Caughnawaga Indians. Charlie Bear Goodleaf, the big man. Nobody happier than that fella right there. Gets a high five from Hunter Wongstad and from Ben Lukash. With a hat trick, Charlie Bear Goodleaf, and that'll do it here for game one of day 5. Indians take it 15-5 over the Brewers. Pioneers and Titans coming up next. Live from Nanaimo, only on LaxAllStars.